If. Excuse me.
You over here with gas? Don't be sitting here farting.
Ain't nobody
while we potting.
Ain't nobody doing that.
I don't need that energy tonight.
Ain't nobody doing that. That's kind of embarrassing. I don't think I would do. Don't even.
You nasty.
Really?
Huh?
Really?
I don't know. What happened?
Oh, so now you're trying to play me.
Just saying.
Man. Start a podcast.
Nah, that's not how you started.
What do you mean?
Nah, that's not how you started.
How you supposed to start it? How am I supposed to start it?
I don't know, man.
I wonder if they can hear Tana snore.
Dog's back here.
Knocked out.
Knocked out. All right, let's get it. Yeah. I ain't got no bars today.
Oh, snap, son.
No, you do the old snap. We gotta do this over again?
No, I'm doing it.
Right there.
Every time.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm doing the old people jam right now.
Hey, yeah.
Boy, you don't have bars.
Man, I'm gonna come in here and spit one day, man. Yeah. All right, guys.
Hello, my guys. Peace and blessings. Welcome to the Feelings Ain't Facts podcast.
Episode number 3.
Number 3. Oh, my line number.
Oh, look at you, old
Trey
quiet
Club.
storm over there.
Trey Club. That's Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated.
Let me hear it one time.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Being married to a sorority sister. I'm not a brother, I'm sorry. But being married to one of them, man, when they get to stepping, I'll be like, oh, God damn.
Oh, God.
Ooh, do some things.
Oh, stop.
I'm just saying, I actually do it every time. Then you get with the group, y'all all congregate together, and I'll be like,
Congregate?
Yeah.
Congregate.
yeah, get the whole congregation together. Y'all sing like church and hymns and stuff. I'll be like,
We do not sing like church and hymn. That was at our wedding. That was a special occasion.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about the line stepping and y'all be doing y'all call outs during the song and stuff.
Anyway.
You want to get up and do it one time?
Absolutely not. Don't embarrass me. Stop. Oh, man. But mental health check, babe. How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay today. We had a nice outing today. We went out and, y'all will check it out on your YouTube channel, but we went out and...
Shameless plug.
Yeah, sorry
for the endorphins.
But we went out. We got our toes done together.
Yes, petties.
Hey, man, that little lady, she be like digging into the little corner of my toe, and I be feeling like she cutting away all the meat.
Well, you
in
be having
my foot.
You be having hangnails. She got to get those out.
I can't get hangnails in a whole month, man.
Yes, you can.
Man, listen, no, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Nah, bro. I be looking at my feet, and it's no way possible I can get a hangnail that fast. She be like taking the little like pointy tweezers.
Pointy tweezers.
The pointy clippers and just be like digging into the corner of my toe, and I be like, you just gonna cut away the whole corner of my foot. I don't know what's going on. Like, she just keep going. I just don't say nothing to her, cause like that's her job. She must know what she's doing, right?
She has to have some general idea. I mean, she's not the one that was doing your feet. Isn't a like new person. She
got experience. So she be digging in there, and then when they get
I'll tell her when it hurt. I'll be like, hey man,
listen. Like, and then when they get the little scrub brush thing, the little coral reef thing that they use, and then they scrub the bottom of your foot. When she hit the middle of my foot, I'll be like, listen, stop. I just want to drag
Linda,
listen, Linda. Just want to bop her in the middle of her forehead, cause like it be tickling. Yeah, feet be tickling. Nah, we don't play that.
You gotta just take it.
I try to. My foot gets stiff as a rock.
You be catching a cramp in your foot?
If she do that shit long enough, yeah.
I like the girl that did my toes today, because normally since I get gel on my toes, they normally do like painting my toes and stuff first. Mm-hmm. She allowed me to enjoy all the beginning process and all that up until it was time for her to put oil on my legs. And normally they don't do that. And it was way more relaxed than
Wait,
the
the
way
oil
she
is supposed
did.
to be the good process, right?
No, all of it is good. It's just because I get gel nail polish. I know it's, as a man, you probably don't understand.
Nah, bro.
I'm not gonna say as a man. That's wrong.
I mean, I was upset she didn't put the clear gel on my toenails today.
Did you ask her to?
She's supposed to know.
They don't know.
She's supposed to offer that.
How you gonna say that but say, get mad when I say you supposed to know what I want to eat? Or you supposed to know?
Nah, that ain't the same thing. Because you don't even know what you want to eat.
No, but you said...
She didn't even give me the option. I can give you plenty of options where I want to eat and where you can
don't ask for the clear.
Nah, bro. Put that clear cloth. I want my toes to be shiny looking. People gonna look at my feet and be like...
Shining. Well, sir, outside of you not getting your toe... Oh, thanks, babe.
Yep.
Good looking out. He pulled some a chance's fur out of my hair, which is...
Nah, it was a piece of red lint. I don't know where it came from. Red lint? Yeah. Who red jacket you was?
Ain't nobody been wearing no red jacket.
I said, whose red jacket you was in?
Ain't nobody been wearing
Deanna, I'm watching you.
That's where you go to?
Yep, every time.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, and then you went because your girl was sleepy last night. You went to go see TJ.
I did.
And
Mr.
his
Noble.
boxing match. Congratulations to you, sir.
Yeah, he
for
got
your
that dub. Got that standing 8 counter to do knock my man's down. I was like, oh shit, look at TJ out here.
So, just want to send a quick shout out to you. Congratulations, sir. Let's give him applause. Give him flowers when it's due. Outside of that, as far as me, I'm sleeping now. Because I'm an old lady, man.
We did a lot today. So
we did a lot.
I got the feet done.
I bought so many plants. And I'm so happy.
As you can see,
I was about to say, additions. For our viewers, you'll be able to see the new additions in the podcast room. But I finally got my elephant ear plants that I've been looking for since we moved here.
Oh my gosh.
It filled me with so much joy.
Just don't kill it.
Why are you jinxing things?
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I have been doing very well with all my plants.
You got 3 chances.
All my plants have been thriving, except for my succulents. I don't do well with succulents, which is supposed to be the easiest thing to take care of. And for whatever reason, I've been kind of struggling. But I bought some more today. We're going to see how it goes. Now I know, like, new things. So sometimes you just got to live and learn. That's life's lesson. But yeah, I'm super happy to be on the schedule doing this. Got to spend time with the dogs today. Took them for a walk. Chance got to run in the field. I think
chasing the ball. That's me and her time. That's my dog.
Yeah, Tana just likes to be like, oh, I'm outside.
Yeah, she go wandering, get lost.
Yeah, you gotta watch her.
Yeah,
she likes to slip away if you let her. So you can't take your eyes off of her for too long. But
yeah, I learned my lesson real hard. One day we took her to her parents' house and she just got missing.
I'm in the house. Mark is supposed to be watching the dogs playing outside. Next thing I know, he come in. I can't find him.
I promise you, it was only like 5 minutes, man. She done ran all the way up the road. We was looking for her for about a good 30 minutes.
I'm walking in. Because my parents' house is like in the middle of the woods, basically. So I'm walking in the middle of the woods. I'm like in tears. And this fool...
Hey, she might have been trying to go up the street to see some other dogs. I don't know.
She's an escape artist, though. Even here,
old lady got
managed to get out the side gate randomly, and I'm like, "What?" I almost got hit by a car, guys. I almost lost my dog.
Oh man. Yeah, that was here though.
Yeah, that was here.
Yeah. That also was my fault. I left the gate open. Sorry. And then when we actually found her,
y'all see a common theme here.
Oh my gosh! Hey, look, my dog don't get in that trouble.
Cause your dog isn't old yet. No, your dog isn't old yet.
When she get old, she's not gonna be like that.
Tana used to be extremely
Santana's
obedient.
Always been a wanderer.
Maybe with you, with me, no. Okay. And she always comes when I call.
If you say so.
But as they get older, they start kind of marching to the beat of their own drum. But regardless, it was a fantastical day.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. As y'all listen to this podcast, you will notice that Ashley will make up her own words as we go along. If somebody can look up the word fantastical,
I'm pretty sure that's a word.
I'm not even gonna say what the two words I think that you're trying to mix together to make that word, but it's fine. It's fine.
What's the two
Fantastic and testicles?
No.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Why would I care about testicles? Don't make that face. I don't even know why you brought that
Pull
up.
Pull up on me.
Really?
Pull up on me.
That's all I gotta say.
Anyways.
Little man gonna say it for me.
Anyways.
So where we starting today?
First, I want to send our thoughts and prayers to the Braxton family. Tracie Braxton passed away on March 12th. I know she was, if I'm not mistaken, battling cancer.
Yeah, I think I read breast cancer that she was suffering from. So
for those who don't know, she was on Braxton Family Value. She's Tony Braxton. I cannot talk.
Tony Braxton sis.
Yeah, and she was definitely a force to reckon with on that show, if I remember correctly. So just wanted to send our thoughts and prayers to them and know that you're prayed for and we care. So please respect them in their privacy during this time. I know us outside looking in, not even really gonna say us because none of my business. But for those who try to be all up in people's business, let's try to be respectful, guys. On to Jussie Smollett.
Oh man, my man Jessie was bugging out in court.
I don't even know. He was sentenced.
I think yes, 6 months, 150 days in jail.
Yeah. For those who may not know, Jussie Smollett was on the show Empire. Last year, he staged an anti-gay and racist attack on himself. That's what he was found guilty of, doing a false report. Yeah,
people kind of speculated that he was doing it because he had just got kicked off the show.
Or he was planning to get kicked off. Yeah, I don't think it was announced.
I think they were kicking him off the show, or he had got kicked off the show, and he was trying to get some buzz to be able to either get back onto the show or get some buzz to put his name out there. That's just what some speculation was, but he staged the event at a Subway. Yep. At like 3 a.m. Had his trainers, his physical trainers that he was working out with, staged him getting beat up, tied a noose around his neck, and said he was they were yelling out racial slurs to him. I think the black community kind of was like, some sound kind of fishy about this. 3 a.m. at Subway, and somebody running down the road carrying a noose. Just things don't get put together correctly. But the police investigated it, found out it was kind of staged, and he is sentenced now. I think it's been going on for a while now. So yeah, he got sentenced, and he had his little outburst in court.
Yeah, so in court, he made it known that he is not suicidal. Mm-hmm. And he is innocent. And he stated, if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that.
My man's thinking people out for him.
Honestly, I don't know.
It's got to be hard for the family, like, because Journey, she's one of my favorite actresses. She was on, what was the show called? Lovecraft, yeah.
Lovecraft Country.
They did that show wrong, but she's like one of my favorite actresses. And it's got to be hard for the family to even kind of, I mean, of course, they're going to take his side regardless, but.
Well, not all the time. Sometimes the families be like, nah, he did it. Nah, fam.
But, I mean, they was a tight-knit family, so you know they're going to take it. You got to show your support. It's like, you know, unless... If they don't, then they're gonna be like Meek Mill, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, why you didn't tweet my album or something?" They're gonna be like, "Why you want tweeting Free Jussie?"
Yeah, I guess I don't know what to do with this. I know that they're starting. Even Taraji P. Henson is trying to support the whole Free Jussie movement.
Listen, Empire was a good show. My man's he was a great actor on the show too. I don't know how he got kicked off or what happened for him to get kicked off or what.
I thought it had something to do with money, like he wanted more money or something.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
The show was great.
I didn't watch the show.
The show was great. It was on for like 4 or 5 seasons or something like that. He wound up being about to get kicked off. They wound up continuing the season without him. I mean, they did a good job without him being there. Him being like the actual great, like a really, really good singer on the show. And just his character was really, really good too. I missed him on the show, but my man's wilded out after he got out of there. I don't know if this was like his only like acting opportunity, if he ever did anything else before or anything. Like, 'cause I can understand like why you were wild out like that. 'Cause it's just like, you know, your first opportunity, you think it's going to go on for a long time and then it doesn't.
But that's the business you're in, especially when you're on a...
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, Journey,
like
she's out here acting in a whole bunch of other shows. And I can't see why he couldn't just do the same thing.
Yeah, that's the whole issue that I think I have. Is like, if he did all this just because he was about to get kicked off the show, to me, it was unnecessary.
He was already kicked off.
You made your mark. I feel like because of what you did on Empire, you could have got another gig. But that's just, again...
But again, I don't know the whole situation. It could have been like the station was trying to blackball him to where he couldn't get a job somewhere else or something. I mean, it's hard to say, like, but staging this event, it was unnecessary. My man's was wilding.
Yeah, so I know Taraji's post, she said that she was not here to debate his innocence, but she does not feel that the punishment fit the crime.
Well, 6 months.
So now they're trying to make it seem as though they're making him an example.
Because I guess in some people's point of view is, I think he mentioned it inside his rant inside court that if it's because he's black, the sentence is what it is. Because we can all say sometimes if this was someone of another race, it wouldn't have been such a
harsh sentence.
Yeah, a harsh sentence.
I don't even know. Have we known anybody celebrity level that was accused of a crime like?
It's probably happened before, but can't think of anything right now.
Prayers to Jussie Smollett and his family.
Yeah, man, free Jussie, bro. Free Jussie. He ain't do that. Nope, he ain't do it.
Really?
What?
Really?
It was 3 a.m. What you mean, my man?
You know you believe that he staged that, so stop.
Man, I'm rooting for everything black.
Jussie. You can root for everything black and still call black people out when they wrong.
Yeah, he wrong. All right, cool. I'll switch up. I might do that a couple times.
So
in other news, you want to introduce this one?
Right.
So Naomi Osaka, she's been playing a little bit of tennis, and yeah, just a little bit. And
but she was on a hiatus. This was her second or third. I know she hasn't played many matches before this one because she took that.
She's taking her mental health breaks.
Yeah, her mental health break from it.
I can understand it. Her being the age that she is in this social media world, they've been really getting at her like she's a grown woman and bashing her for taking her time off and not just applying herself to the sport, saying that she's supposed to be built different if she's gonna get this type of attention. And you can't expect that everybody that's got this talent to be ready for it. And I'm not saying that she's not ready for it, but she can have her time off if she needs it. In this case, she was in a match and somebody from the crowd randomly wants to kind of heckle her. We're going to play that clip real quick.
Veronica, contemplava yourself.
So you can hear the crowd in the background. Somebody just said, "You suck." And now the crowd is asking her out.
Thank you, please.
So, Naomi's approaching the umpire.
Well, obviously some disturbance up in the stands. Something's been shouted. And I'm not quite sure what's transpired since then.
Osaka's asking if...
The person? Yeah, I don't know.
Osaka wants them kicked out.
I think they might be.
Yeah, basically she was having a match and somebody randomly in the middle of her match wants to blurt out. You know, usually like this is like a golf match. Everything's super quiet when it happens and somebody just wants to blurt out, "Naomi, you suck."
And she's been very transparent about her struggles with her mental health, especially as a professional tennis player at the level that she has been at, you know, and at like Marcus said, at her age, that one outburst, she struggled
for the rest of
the match, and she did lose that match. I think from what I read, she said it was just like a reminder of what happened at the match with Serena Williams when she was getting booed and all that. After her loss, you know, the winner, Veronica, I'm sorry to pronounce her last name. Actually, I will. Kudermetova.
That was a great. Oh, you did a good job on that one. Kudermetova. Let's go. Veronica Kudermetova.
Of course, the winner gives their interview, the victory interview or whatever they call it. But then it's unusual for the person who loses, per se, to walk up to the mic and say something. But she was like, nah, y'all gonna hear this.
You gonna hear me today.
And she did congratulate her. She was being a good sportsman and congratulated her, Veronica. But she did speak on her getting heckled. She acknowledged that she was heckled before, and I think she touched on how Venus and Serena got heckled, and she said that she was trying not to cry, and she just wanted to thank her supporters. And of course, I'm summarizing all of that. That's not her word for word stance, but yeah, and I don't know. Do you feel that as a professional athlete that you should just kind of shut up and deal with it when it comes to hecklers?
It's hard to say. I think she's going to get way more heckling than anything. I think that's all got to be part of training, though. I know it's expected in the sport that it's something that you're supposed to do. I think it's hard to say. I
mean, either way, she's a minority. She's a woman. And she has came out about her issues with mental health, and she's working on that.
I think, like I said, in the sport, I think it's like a given that it's going to come with the sport. I think it's part of training that she's going to have to grow to try to deal with this, because it's not going away anytime soon. Regardless of what team you play for, who you are, you're going to get heckled, because there's always going to be somebody opposing you and rooting for the other person that's on the other side. Now,
right.
To the extent of what kind of heckling you're going to get is different for everybody, because some are just going to get, the you sucks. Some are going to get
racial slurs.
Some are going to get other things, saying, going to be talking about your poor days and, how you might be a coward. KD goes through it. Kyrie goes through it. LeBron goes through it. Everybody goes, all great athletes go through it, and it's got to be part of her growing process. Now, it's not something that she's forced to do. It's not something that she should have to deal with, but in sports today, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
The most that you probably could do is just kick the person out, but you're going to go right back to social media and have to deal with that same exact thing. So I think it's a growing process for it, because like I said, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's one of them things that, growing up, I was told, hey, you being bullied, that builds character. I had a teacher actually tell me that, because I was one of those. I was a nerd who played sports, and I always was like kind of, I don't want to say out of it, but I was different. I understood, like, I know I was different, and I was the stereotypical nerd at that. And I had the braces, the glasses, like, when glow up is real.
Oh, I need to put like a picture of you back in the day on. That's what I'm gonna do.
But to me, that doesn't build character. that's a lie. Like, it made me have a lot of emotional issues, because I didn't know how to properly deal with things. And don't get me wrong, my mom had a rule. I got into one or two fights my entire life. Mm-hmm. My mom's rule was, don't hit nobody unless you get hit first, and if they don't knock you out, you better get up and fight back. Mm-hmm. She said, she once told me, because I was so small, she was like, you better do like I did and pick up a chair and hit them. She was, because apparently she got into a fight when she was
your mom rough,
younger, and she said the girl was about to come at her, but she was like 2 times bigger than her. She said she picked up that chair and swung as hard as she could and hit her, and the girl fell and she ran.
That's what I did too, or hit her with the chair again, one or the other.
But like, that's the the type of advice I got, it was never like just put up with it. It was like, you need to deal with it, but I didn't know how to deal with it. And in those situations where you are in front of millions of people on social media, and then you're on TV, it's televised, your matches and stuff like that, and then reading the comments, like, you have to have a lot of self-confidence and knowing of self to deal with that level of scrutiny that you could deal with. And to have to deal with that at her age, kind of crazy to me. I mean, applause to her for, you know, accomplishing everything that she has done thus far, but she done it at such a young age that it may have happened too quick.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying before. It's going to have to be a part of her growing process, because it's not going anywhere. Because at the same time, as in this competitive sport, people are always going to find whatever they can do to get that competitive advantage. They did it against Serena with the one girl who stayed in the back saying that she was warming up the whole time.
Was that Serena or was that Venus?
One of the Williams sisters.
I think it was Venus.
But she stayed in the back saying that she was warming up for an absurdly.
She was using a bathroom. She said she had to use the bathroom, and she stayed back there to.
She kept warm while Venus or Serena was on the court getting ice cold the whole time, and it was frowned upon, but it wasn't.
It wasn't against the rules.
Against the rules to do, and then she wound up losing that match because of it. People are always going to do what they can do to get inside your head. And in this case, they're going to use this against her going forward. All they got to do is have somebody on their team going forward saying stuff to get inside Naomi's head the whole time. That's why I say there's got to be a growing process, because it's not going in it. And if I can get that win, if I'm in the Olympics and I can get that win, of course it's going to be frowned upon, you know, for something like that to happen to you. But at the end of the day, written down in history, you want your name to be on there and not the opponent's name. So people are always going to look at the competitive advantage that they can do to use this against her. And that's why I said it's going to be hard for her, because she's got to grow mentally to be able to deal with this type of stuff.
Or end up choosing that this ain't for her. I mean, because she's already made a mark.
Regardless, it's going to be a hard path for her, because it's either mentally she's going to suffer loving what she wants to do, or not doing what she wants to love, and not have to suffer mentally. But either way, if she's not doing what she wants to love, she's going to be suffering mentally regardless.
Well, I know that it was said that she was like crying in between matches, and you know, I think before the game was over, she requested to address the crowd herself. Which to me is like, that's a big thing. Like, whenever you're like, okay, I'm being heckled and I'm getting to a bad place, let me confront this now. But of course, she was denied the request by the chair umpire. So it's definitely learning your coping mechanism for that at some way, somehow. And I agree, it's going to take time. It's going to take some growth in the sport that she's in, and at the level she's in, she's going to have to find a way to tune it out. And that's most people. Like, even at my level, I'm not famous, nothing like that, but there is a line that I know if it gets crossed, or I feel it's about to cross with my anger and all that, I have to double back and be like, you know what? I can't talk to you right now, honey. Because if I talk to you, I'm going to lose my job.
But you can step away from stuff.
Yeah, but it took some, thank God for Marianne Yarnell. I know you probably won't listen to this, but because of you, I learned how to better handle my anger. But yeah, she was my mentor in my career, and she's taught me to go on walks outside.
Just go for a walk.
I have no poker face whatsoever. So when I'm getting upset, it is very clear on my face when I am bothered. And especially when I get angry. And if I get to the point where I'm ready to fight angry, I'm crying. And it was this one time, and she just knew that, oh snap, as they used to joke around, the earrings about to come off. And she was like, actually, let's take a walk.
And beat one of my coworkers' ass down.
Yeah, so she took me outside and we walked and we talked about the whole situation. I calmed down, and that's when she told me, she was like, even if you have she said, don't get me wrong, you have the right to feel how you feel. Mm-hmm. But in certain settings, you can't show people like the full extent of how you feel.
Yep, because they're going to know how to get to you every single time.
They're going to know how to get to you. And then at that, they've won in that situation, because the odds of them being bothered is slim because they see that you're bothered. So now they're happy. They're like, hey man, I'm good. She's the one upset. So it was like, no matter what, and doubling back to the things my mom and my grandmother taught me about you being a black woman in corporate America, you got to work 3 times as hard to get what you're owed. I can't give them a reason to do anything that could negatively impact me. So I had to learn quick, like, all right, because 1, Ashley knows she has an attitude problem. 2, Ashley knows what will happen if she gets angry. So we have to dial it back some way, somehow. And it's going to take her a while. It's going to take Osaka a while to figure that out.
She's young. She has plenty of time in the sport to be able to get to where she is.
Yeah, she's, what, 23, 24?
I thought she was younger than that.
No, she's in her 20s. I just don't know how far into her 20s. Yeah, she's 24.
Okay.
So she has a few more years to get it under control. And then that time, who knows, she may be like, because I don't know, did you watch her documentary? Yeah, I watched her documentary on, was it Netflix? I don't know, she had a documentary out. And she loves fashion. Like, that's her other thing she got going on the side. And hey, maybe she'll be like, you know what, this tennis life is not for me.
No,
I care about my mental health more, and I can't seem to figure out a coping mechanism, and that's okay.
She's popular enough right now. She can step right into that fashion world if she wants to.
Yeah, she's already had fashion shows and stuff. She just has to figure where she wants to take this long term, and she has time to do that. She's still young.
She's already put herself in a position to be able to make moves outside of actually competing in tennis. So,
yeah,
but again,
she's already made her mark. Like,
yeah,
she's won the Grand Slam 4 times.
Yeah. Either way, I want to see her compete. I would love to see her get past and be able to prove all her hecklers wrong. But that's on her to be able to grow past everything that's going on to get to that. But speaking of growing past things, it looked like my man Pete Davidson is out here clapping back at my man Kanye. I don't like that.
Man, my guy released text messages. I was
my man
not
Skeet
ready.
Clapping back.
I wasn't ready. And I don't know how to feel like this. I don't know.
My man Pete came in and said, catch me outside.
Really, Marcus?
He did. Catch me outside. How about that? He did. He said, meet me. Kanye said, meet me at Sunday service. My man they said, meet me at Sunday service.
So, I have to ask myself, because now I think Kanye is trying to get custody of his children again. He's very upset about North not being able to attend Sunday service. And part of me is like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I always have to jump back to, is my man's taking his meds?
Who, Kanye? Man.
I feel like he does a lot of outbursts, and it's a mixture of, hey, he's very spiritual now. And the whole thing with Pete Davidson, I don't know if I'm cool with the way it's being handled, period. I feel like Kanye kind of has a crutch, unfortunately, of, hey, we know this dude bipolar. So he's going to act out. So I guess the way I look at it, I mean, how would you handle somebody coming at you that you know has bipolar and isn't necessarily known for taking his meds?
Don't matter. If I'm Pete Davidson, you ain't gonna sit there and like try to put out a video of me with my head cut off and you burying, planting roses with the game video.
It's an assumption that's being made.
The game video.
That's for real. He never confirmed.
Don't have to be confirmed. We already know what it is. Kanye has been coming for Pete. Nicknamed him Skeet for the nickname. My man came at him and released several posts about him. And Pete said, I am done. I am not dealing with your shit anymore. First of all, I kind of don't believe this because if they're really going at each other's necks like this, I don't think they would have each other's phone number texting each other casually.
You don't know if they knew each other before.
I haven't. It's weird to have current boyfriend's number.
Do you not think that someone at Kanye's level could not get his number? Like
you right. You're right. Kanye got that number.
I feel like they could easily get each other's number with the people they know, but like now they just it has turned. It was already messy.
In this case, it's Pete getting Kanye's number.
Is it though?
Yeah, because Pete texted him.
But I thought he said that he was texting him before this.
Pete Davidson released the text messages the way he wanted to.
I know that. Even then, he's with Kim. Kim has his number.
So you think Kim gave Pete Davidson?
Why not?
Wow. You would do that?
No, I'm not saying I would do that. This whole thing is messy, and I'm not with messy. But with who Kim is...
But with who Kim is, I don't think she's about to be giving out nobody's number like that. Because if you're giving out somebody's number, that breaks your trust between everybody else who you have their number.
She released a sex tape of herself, so
I don't think she did it though. I think
Ray J definitely said she did it.
And her mom's might have did it as her manager. Like this gonna set your career off, daughter. We're going to the sky
either way,
now.
She knew it was going to be released, and she was okay with it. So there's that.
In public, she was not okay with it. So
these are all feelings, folks. They are not facts.
But yeah. Pete Davidson texted Kanye, sent him a couple messages, and then Kanye said, "Let's meet up." He said, "I'm in your girl bed right now. Sorry."
Yeah, he wanted him to come to Sunday service.
Kanye said, "Meet me at Sunday service if you're trying to meet up." He said, "Come see God, because that's where I'm gonna send you." And then Pete said, "No, I'll meet you at BAH. I don't know where that's at. It's a high class place, but not my pay level."
Because you don't know what it is. It's a high class place.
That's a high class place. I can't go to that place.
You don't know. You don't know what it is, so that doesn't mean that you can't go.
Pete said, "Meet me here," and he said, "Nah, I ain't meet me at no Sunday service. I put my challenge out there. You meet me here." And that's that.
But then he tried to switch it and was like, "Hey man, we both dealing with mental health stuff. I'm trying to help you." And he's like, I just want to help. Come to
Pete?
The rehab and get help.
Pete said that?
Yes. He sent like 5.
They're gonna watch.
Look,
they're gonna switch this whole thing around.
I will read it. It says, "Let me help you, man. I struggle with mental stuff too. It's not an easy journey. You don't have to feel this way anymore. There's no shame in having a little help. You'll be so happy and at peace."
But that's that. I think he's saying that in a different way, though.
Like he's being snidey about it?
Yeah, I think it's more like...
I mean,
Look. We both dealing with stuff, man. But it's, again, you started off the conversation texting a picture of, I'm trying to get my woman back. But you text a picture of...
Is he?
Kanye's, he said he was trying to get her back. Well, he was initially. But, Kim's been dating Pete, so he had to go out there and go date somebody else.
Find another Kim?
Yeah. Well, he found another Kim, but now I think he was dating the girl from Uncut Gems.
No, I don't know. I don't keep up with everything.
Yeah, he was dating her, and now he was dating some girl that looks exactly like Kim Kardashian, and everybody's been blasting her saying, look, y'all are wrong for that. Kanye's just trying to date someone. Y'all want to compare the same girl to Kim, saying, oh, she not the same Kim. He knows that she's not Kim. How y'all out here blasting that girl? How y'all think y'all making her feel?
Who?
The girl he dating now.
Man, I had no comment.
He got a type.
This whole thing.
Let him have a type.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, if I know that the guy that I'm interested in has this much baggage and this much publicity right now and this much drama right now on top of his mental health issues. Hey man, we just friends.
But you taking it as
we just friends.
That person might not just be taking the opportunity to be bigger themselves.
Oh no, that's what I'm getting at is any logical person would be like, I'll stand by you, but we just friends right now.
You know, just friends.
But
you got to make him think that it's real.
He
ain't gonna keep you around if you tell me I'm just friends.
Never know with Kanye. Hell, Kanye could be paying her.
He could.
Like, to troll.
I don't think Kanye got to pay anybody though. So
just to troll. But
I think just being seen with him puts
I
anybody
am
on the
concerned. Map. I'm concerned that, you know, this whole mess is not helping him at all. So I hope that some way, somehow they can resolve
Kanye was
this.
very respectable during this whole time. He said, hey, if you want to see me, come to Sunday service.
How is he being respectful?
Because Pete came in his text messages saying
after videos and posts and everything else that Kanye has stated online.
Come see me at Sunday service. I will bring you to God.
See, that's what I mean about you always playing devil's advocate, because you know Kanye been busy in these streets, online.
He has.
In the tabloids, basically down in the whole situation.
It's weird.
And coming at Kim. And he's trolling. He bought a house right across the street from her.
I'm just trying to flex my money, that's all.
Trolling. And you gonna say he's been respectful. Get out of here.
So it's disrespectful to buy the house across the street?
You know it is.
I don't think it's disrespectful.
That's
I think
stalker
it's just
level stuff.
It is. But he could have been putting somebody else in the house.
No, that's stalker. He's being a stalker. So I can see why there's hesitation about letting North go to Sunday service. I'm not saying that she shouldn't go. Somebody should go with her. But I mean, if Kim don't want her to go,
I'm not gonna get in that conversation. It's not just one parent's say. If Kim don't want her,
but when my
they haven't went through the custody battle. Yes. So they both have custody.
When my husband is showing out the way he is, and it seems like he's off his meds.
They're officially divorced right now, so it's not her husband.
I said ex-husband. Oh. Either way, so you're saying if
oh shit, here we go.
If I was on a mental hold in the hospital, I got out, you knew what was wrong with me, you knew I needed to be on meds. Currently, you have the kid, you wouldn't be hesitant about letting me have the kids after I'm doing all this in the media?
Me? No.
You gonna make me cuss on here.
I wouldn't. I'm not that type of person to hold kids against somebody, though. I'm not using my kid as a weapon.
But he's not holding them.
It is.
He's saying he wanted her to come to Sunday service. Him said no.
If anytime you're saying I can't see my kid, you're using that kid as a weapon in an instance.
I don't agree with that.
Are you saying that you're worried about the kid's safety at Sunday service?
Saying that Ye has the ability to take the kid and be like, you know what? Until the custody battle's over, I'm keeping the kid. You don't think he's capable? Be for real.
Of course that could be the opportunity, but that's like a speculation thing. It hasn't been going on this whole time.
But a lot of concerns are speculation. I'm
just saying, you just presented like a new thing saying, oh, if I send my kid with Ye, he's going to take my kid away and I'm never going to see the kid again. That's
No, I'm saying I'm not saying that's what she's thinking. I'm just saying
it's a possibility of something like that happening. At the same time, it could be Kim is never going to let Kanye see the kid again too. I'm just going to keep my kid over here with Pete Davidson the whole time. And Kanye, you're never going to see your kid again. And what's the difference in Kanye doing it and Kim doing it?
I don't know, man.
Because she's the mother, she's the person that's supposed to get the child, I guess, every time, right?
I didn't say that either.
But that's what I'm saying.
I have what's the family that I'm like...
It shouldn't be wrong for a father to fight for a child, too.
You know, I believe that. That's not wrong. I told you I have family that I feel should be fighting for their kid. And they are. And they deserve it. Like, it depends on the situation. I just feel like Kanye's situation, he's showing out. And because he's showing out and we're not together, to me, makes it seem like you're not on your meds.
I think the only thing that's, like, in my case, that's weird, he only does this type of stuff in public. You never hear about this stuff. But again,
that's what Pete said.
But again, I guess in my case, in private, where he spends 80% of the rest of his life, you never hear about. It's not a constant thing that you hear about these things going on in the public when it comes to an entertainment perspective. If that's what it is, he may be just doing it just for the entertainment value.
Nah,
we've already looked at Kanye,
and that would even further make me not want.
We've already looked at Kanye saying, "Hey, he's always looking for an opportunity to make money. He's only doing this because he has something coming."
That all that does is make me further not want.
All this does is keep Kim and Kanye's name in the tabloids all the time, and you know Kim's gonna take that every single time, and Kanye will too.
I feel like it's different when it comes to kids, though.
It is, but when you like famous, I don't think they really take that in regard.
No, I'm saying I feel like she takes it into regard with her kids. Her, yeah, she's going to be full blown.
You're also talking about the same woman who released the sex tape.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
When kids come in, things get a little different.
We will agree to disagree on this one.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. But I do agree that this shouldn't be handled so publicly.
It shouldn't. I do agree with you on that one. All this stuff should be like a private thing. Kanye is wrong for like attacking Pete and literally like disregarding him in their relationship. But when you want something, you gotta go for it.
Moving on. Former President Obama, what up though? He tested positive for COVID. Apparently he's okay.
Said he felt like he had sniffles for a little bit. He had a cough, scratchy throat for a couple of days, but he said he feels fine.
They are both boosted and vaccinated, and Mother Michelle she tested negative.
Yeah, prayers out to them.
Yeah, just hoping for
he said he's
speedy
fine, but
recovery.
hopefully it doesn't turn into anything else. I'm not gonna get into this vaccination talk because that's a big topic. I've seen people stream and just want to be out there putting all types of information about it. He got vaccinated. He seems fine. Seems like vaccination works. So
yeah, I'm not gonna jump in that messy topic either. To each his own. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Just don't come around me being sick. That's all I got to say. Let me touch on that being sick, because I was sick last week.
Man.
And COVID test came back negative. But I know exactly who made me sick. People, public service announcement. If you are sick, do not go to the gym. Do not. I don't even know why. Why would you? Why? I don't understand that. Chick. So I get out the shower, go to my locker, and chick is coughing and sneezing and is clearly congested. And I'm like,
why are you here?
yes. And then she wasn't covering her mouth either. Like,
just coughing all
Trick.
over everything.
And me, I can't, I have to get my stuff out my locker. I'm there naked and I'm trying to get my stuff, and
she might have just had a really good workout, and she's trying to catch her breath and catch back.
No, I know the difference between a freaking sick cough, a smoker's cough, and a tired, out of breath cough. Because I have asthma. I have learned the difference. No, that was a full-blown congested, I'm sick, but I'm going to work out anyway to try to sweat out this cold or whatever I have.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been at the gym. She was trying to build up her immune system.
She didn't have to pass her germs on to me, and that's exactly what she did.
She had a locker next to yours?
It was diagonal from mine. So when I sat on
she took off her towel and the sweat hit you in the back?
No, when I sat on the bench, she coughed and I felt it, and I said, "This Trick." And I got up, I hurried up and threw my clothes on, and then she coughed again.
Excuse
and she
me?
wasn't, and I looked at her and I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, you gotta say something.
And she looked at me because she knew. I gave her the death stare. She looked at me.
Anybody who cough nowadays, you get in the death stare.
And she nodded and kept getting dressed, and I said, "This Trick, let me go."
What kind of nod was it? Was it like this? Or was it like...
No, it was like an acknowledgement nod of... It wasn't like the black people nod up, like, what's up? It was the acknowledgement nod, like, I know you're looking at me. Yeah, Trick, I'm looking at you because you ain't covering your mouth.
Stop coughing on me.
And then lo and behold, the next day, 24 hours later...
You get sick.
And I didn't know. Like, I went to the gym because I was like, oh.
So you went to the gym
pause,
sick. Oh, snap.
Pause. Because I woke up, and since my husband likes to sleep with the fan on, and it's not 20 degrees outside, I'm always congested when I first wake up.
Don't talk about the way I sleep, because I got to have my thunderstorm, ocean sounds, and I gotta have
and why you gotta play that throughout the whole house?
Because it's gotta sound authentic.
No, it needs to be in the bedroom only.
It gotta sound authentic.
That crap scared the mess out of me when I was going to the car, and it's dark in the garage, and I think something got knocked over in the garage.
The subwoofer is in the living room, so I gotta have the thunder actually sound like thunder throughout the house. You need to change that
so it's only in the bedroom. Because why do I need it in the bathroom? I'm trying to wake up.
The sounds got to surround you to make it feel authentic. I'm trying to wake up. It's got to sound like it's from outside.
All that does is make me still sleepy, sir.
When you at the beach, you hear this ocean from everywhere.
Like, that's the first thing I do is I try to turn it off in the bathroom because it's making me sleepy. But anyway.
It's supposed to relax you.
That's the problem.
You don't want to be relaxed before you go to work?
Before I go to the gym, no. I'm trying to wake up. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Man, you got headphones.
You almost made me backhand you just now. Anyway.
Why are you so violent?
Don't start with me.
Look, we first got married. Guess what happened?
Oh, my God.
1 month after we got married, I fall. I'm not going to say who did it. But
you didn't. No,
I tore my Achilles.
You got hurt playing basketball. Don't even try to paint that picture. There you go, trying to paint pictures, have people look at me a certain type of way.
I ain't painting no pictures. I just know 1 month after we get married, conveniently, I got hurt. I'm just saying.
Playing basketball.
Was you there at the gym?
You the one that came up.
She was there.
Don't make me call Paula. I would call Paula.
You was there.
She was there. And you came upstairs limping, and we was like, oh, it ain't that serious because you always over dramatic.
I got hurt. She was there. I fell. Tore my Achilles.
Anyways, back to my story. It ain't all about you. As I was saying, I got to the gym and I started doing my cardio. And that's when I started feeling bad. And I said, oh, I need to go home. You see how that happened, folks? As soon as I started feeling bad, I said, I'm out of here. I wiped down my equipment. And that's another, y'all better be out here wiping down y'all equipment before and after use, please. Don't nobody want to use no sweaty equipment. But anyway.
It dries up.
That's just nasty. Like I said, I wiped down my equipment and I went home. I told my job, hey, y'all, I think I need to work from home today. But probably around 10, 11 o'clock, I said, hey, y'all, I don't think I can work today. And I was out. I just took those sick days and I just...
Yeah, you was home for the rest of the week.
Yeah. I did log in the next 2 days because I'm not about to be using up all my sick days. But, yeah, please take care of yourselves out here.
That's
COVID
a topic we're going to get to one day.
What?
You having like 900 hours of sick days talking about something I ain't trying to do something. I don't
have 900 hours of sick days. At the time, I had 30 hours of sick days. You talking about my vacation time.
Same thing.
Not my sick days.
You can use them the same exact way.
Not. It is not the same thing.
You can use them the same way, can't you?
What do you mean use them?
Can't you call off and just use the vacation time?
Yeah, if I'm out of sick leave.
Same thing. Listen, we're going to talk about that one day.
Not today. We are going to talk about Tom Brady and his I'm retired but not retired no more. Yeah, that's your boy. Go ahead. You can talk about that.
His retirement was short as I don't know what, man. My man was retired for 2 weeks. And came back and said, nah, y'all about to get this work for my 23rd season. Yeah. I know everybody was kind of relieved that Tom Brady was out of the league. But not today. Not today, folks. He said, I am back. I have unfinished business. You know what that means? Buccaneers 2023, 2022 season. They about to win.
It's just going to call it?
I'm calling it now. Buccaneers next season, 23rd season, and then he retires. He wants to retire on top. That's how the greats do it.
Is it? I mean,
every time I play the game with Trey and Dom, guess what happened? We want to win and then leave, but somehow we were like, nah, let's play it again and let's get a couple more dubs. Nah.
So he said
he want to retire on top.
He said these past 2 months I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa.
Listen, my man's is 45 years old, busting y'all young asses. How can he still take a tackle? Like, his training got to be on, like, LeBron level. Like, listen, as a Jets fan, I am completely terrified. I'm glad he's not in our conference. I mean, our division anymore. I'm glad y'all got to deal with him. We ain't going to make it anywhere anytime soon as it is anyway, but I don't want him back. I still think he's the greatest of all time, or close to it. Greatest of this generation, put it that way. Arguably the GOAT. But yeah, man, I think he's putting everybody through mental health issues right now, thinking that, hey, it's going to be
What? What?
Yes, we got time. We can win this. Tom Brady's not here. We have a chance. Nah, he took that right out of y'all spirits. He said, I'm back, and y'all going to have to deal with this. Speaking of somebody that said I'm back, let's talk about the Adam Project.
Oh, we're jumping in there? Okay. So the Addams Project is a new movie on Netflix with my dude, Ryan Reynolds. I love him as an actor.
He's a good actor, right? But he played the same character every single movie. Like the narcissistic, like sarcastic.
That's his personality.
And like somehow
on
or
and
another,
off screen, so it's kind of on brand.
yeah, somehow or another, he always gets to be able to play like a Deadpool type of role in his movies, just because he can always bring outside like movie things, acting as it's like a current thing. So I think, well, spoiler alert, in this movie, they had a whole bunch of references to like Marvel movies and things like that inside of it. I can't think of exactly what the references he did was. Dang, we had to go back and watch it. But yeah, we watched the Adam Project this weekend. It was a really, really good movie. I recommend everybody goes and see it. Anything, what you want to say about it?
No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It did make, because my mind goes everywhere. Mm-hmm. I have a weird mind. We're not going to talk about my question about how you think life would be without buildings, but it had me thinking about time travel and like, what if this was really a thing? Like
time travel?
Like, no, like it's possible.
I
but
think
somebody destroyed it, so it's not possible because it just jacked everything up. And I'm like, it makes sense.
Spoiler alert.
It makes sense.
Just want to let y'all know you told the whole movie just now.
Okay, we can edit that out.
No, I'm not editing it out. It's too late.
No, we can.
They're
edit
gonna
it out.
get you.
No, just edit it out.
No. But yeah,
I need people to like.
Is time travel
me.
real? Do you think time travel's real?
Is time travel real? I believe it is possible. I do believe it's possible. Mm-hmm. I just believe we haven't figured it out yet.
Do you think somebody's already went back in time to get rid of time travel?
That's what I'm saying.
Because in the future, with time travel, it was a bad thing. So they went back in time to say it was a bad thing.
No,
and got rid of it.
I feel like you don't think people would take full advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Like, hey man, I know that Apple stock is going to.
I'm pretty sure everybody would do the same exact thing, or just steal the idea themselves.
Because I think about Donovan, because in college, he was talking about buying Apple stock. I don't know if he ever did.
He should have.
But that's one
Especially
of the
if he was in
things.
college,
It's
yeah.
like, man, it's some stuff that we legit knew about, we talked about. I know I never followed through on it because he was telling me I should buy Apple stock, but I'm a college student. I wasn't thinking
We ain't
that
got the
far.
funds for it, right?
Well, at the time it was affordable at that time for college students, but I don't know nothing about stocks and all that. Still don't, to be honest. So it wasn't, a concern, but like hindsight 2020 is like, well, that was dumb actually. So like this movie had me thinking like, would you want to go back? Would you want to change, the path that, because I do believe that in any situation, because you do have, this is where it gets real weird, because you have, everybody know I am a believer of God, Christ, and we do have free will, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time,
do we have free will?
That's what I'm getting into. At the same time, God has a path for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, so is it, hey, she has 20 million decisions she can make, like in the Matrix. You know, I forgot the name of the dude with all the TVs and stuff. And he was like,
no, it's not the Oracle.
No, it's not
Architect.
The Oracle. Yeah, I think it was the Architect, where he had all them TVs, and he said there's so many decisions you can make, and all the different TVs show Neo making different decisions and how it would play out. But at the end, it's still going to lead to one
path. Yep.
One path. And I think the one path was Trinity dying. So I'm like, that kind of makes sense, because we have free will, but still, if God wants it, it's going to get you back on path to what you're meant to
Regardless,
do.
yeah.
So to me, it's like.
But I think, okay, that's hard to say.
I told you, man.
I think with life,
my homework.
I think people would just do it a different way just to have a better quality of life until it gets to that end. So if I can, regardless if Trinity dies, I can still enjoy my time with her while she's here.
Yeah.
So I can do things differently with her while she's here, even though I know she's going to die in the end regardless.
Right.
So I think, because again, you have a lifespan. What you do within that lifespan, it's up to you. So I think a lot of people would go back and do things differently if they had time machines and could go back in time to do things. Regardless, at the end, we always end up in the dirt. So, but hey, maybe somebody found the fountain of youth.
I wouldn't want that.
Here goes back to the vampire talk, right? Would you want to live forever, but just as a vampire?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live forever.
Oh my gosh, I would. Leave me
The
here
world is
forever.
depressing.
It is.
It is depressing.
But I would.
I want to live my life.
Let me live for 6,000 years. I'm good, man.
6,000 years.
6,000 years.
I could never.
But only live at night. I'm fine with that.
Well, what's that movie we watched? Where you die, but you come back, but you still retain all your memories of your previous life.
I know it's on Paramount.
Why I put Zuckerberg? Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
He has not been
Put
an
Paramount
actor.
movie.
Infinite.
Yeah, the movie Infinite. That was a good movie.
Oh yes, that was a really good movie.
Where you do die, but you retain all the memories from your past life.
You get reincarnated, but you remember who you were, and all the trade skills you learned. Mm-hmm. And I think I would be okay with that.
Dying and
coming back
with the experience,
with a different life.
But so I could somewhat see why that would be a good thing, but I think with evolution, I don't know if I like that or not. Because once you come back, you gotta live as a child.
Yeah, you're learning new things.
And now you know karate, but now somebody else knows this more advanced level of karate.
What?
The movie was like, everything evolves, right? So you have karate. It started off as one form, and then you have it branches off to this other things,
yeah, right? So you're constantly learning.
So I guess with me.
But you're a master, so it takes you're quicker to learn than.
I guess with me, what I'm saying is like, you die at karate, 30 years later, karate is going to be slightly better than it was before. You would have to learn the newer things. I
don't think it'll take as much learning though. That's the whole.
You're right, yeah, because you would already
thing.
have somewhat of experience to do it. But
yeah, you have a level of experience already.
Let me be a vampire.
I would, yeah, I'm totally. I think in that aspect, because it's like you're living a new life. You're not just going through watching your family die, watching your friends die,
they found the same
depressing.
mate all the time. That means you would have to come find me after 30 years every single time.
Well, you would be a vampire, so
I would.
You would have
That's
to find
weird
me.
because then I would be looking at you as a baby and watch. Nah, bro.
You would have to find me.
We got to get on the same page. Nah, you got to be a vampire with me. I don't like that. You can't die and come back knowing who I was. I'm already going to know
this
the
is
experience.
not Twilight. Nah.
I don't like it.
Nah.
I don't like it at all.
See, you would have to sit there and watch all that. I think it's because I'm such a family person that it's like, nah, I really want to grow old. See my kids grow old.
then you got to be like walking around a certain type of way. If you was a vampire, you just have superhuman strength for like 6,000 years. You're good.
No, I'm gonna die and come back, and I know that. I'm fine.
But then, okay, cool.
I'm totally okay with it. But yeah, what was you gonna say?
But yeah, what was you about to say?
No, I was just like, the movie really took me down this
rabbit hole of time travel stuff.
Of time travel.
And how you would like to live life differently.
And Infinite and the Matrix. And like, I went down a complete rabbit hole.
Like, was this at work when it was
Alice
happening?
in
Like,
Wonderland didn't have nothing on me.
we're just sitting at your office desk, just thinking about all this type of stuff. Like, what was going? Where was I at?
I don't know. It happens randomly. Like, especially if I don't have a podcast or something to listen to, like when I'm driving somewhere, like that's my thing in the morning. I work out, and then on my way to work, I listen to podcasts. If I don't have a podcast to listen to, ain't no telling what my mind's going to do. Or I listen to an Audible book, one or the other. Either way, ain't no telling what my mind's going to do.
Oh my God. It'd be all over the place. Cause yeah, you be having some random questions. We gonna get into your random questions one day, but not today, because what would life be like without buildings? I'm like, what? Like, it's part of evolution. Like, what do you mean? Anyway.
No, I'm just saying, like, we would have way more plants. We wouldn't be in a shortage of so many things. Like, we're not going to get into it today.
Cool.
But
speaking of dying, I wish right now I could die and come back where these gas prices is regular again.
Oh.
Because, damn, like, I honestly don't... I would need to research this again. I am not a person of research. Sorry. I'm just going to speak on what happens on social media. But Russia only supplies 3% of gas that comes to America. So I'm trying to figure out how 3% go away, but you have this drastic change in how things are going.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
My man's, shout out to Kurt. If you don't know him, you can follow him at the boy Kurt _06. We went to school together, studied comp sci at A&T. He posted, "Wipe me down, don't even hit the same anymore. I pull up at the club, VIP, gas tank on E. Not with these high gas prices. All drinks are definitely not on me."
Hell nah.
And you know, being older,
pull up to the club, ain't even gonna be able to get back home. What you mean I'm gonna pay for drinks for everybody? No. Sorry, Boosie.
I'm debating if I should just work from home, like long term. Because really that's where my gas go, because the gym is only 10 minutes away. Well, 10, 15, because all this blasted construction they got going on.
Yeah, let's discuss our marital stuff now. Let me drive your Honda to work, because this Infinity that takes premium gas ain't going to work right now. Regular gas is $4. $4.
You're so aggressive.
Regular gas is $4. That's for your car. I haven't even looked at.
Nobody tell you to get a luxury type car. You should get a tried and true.
It go vroom vroom. All right, it go real fast. Vroom vroom. I had to get it, and it's Infinity. People, you know, I had to get something that I was, and plus I knew how to work on Infinities as is anyway. But besides that, it take premium gas. I'm not putting premium gas in anything. Nope,
bruh.
I'll be riding my motorcycle to work, even if it's like 40 degrees outside. Sorry.
That's what you got it for, to enjoy it. But I mean, like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because technically I'm supposed to be in the office at least 21 to 22 hours a week.
Oh, okay. That's half the time. I thought you only had to be in the office 20%.
No, it's
50%.
More than 50.
Gotcha.
And I double checked with my manager, and I said, so more than 50 is 21 hours, because 40 hours in a week.
But you have worked yourself in the position to where your manager doesn't worry about what you do at home, so you can stay home if you would like.
She doesn't. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna do this, especially since I was out sick last week.
Yeah, because I'm about to be pushing that Honda down the street. You know,
you're not about to be speeding in my Honda.
What
like
you mean?
Always do, with no regard for my human life.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Listen, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna do anything to your whip.
Yeah, we'll talk about that offline. You be driving crazy sometimes.
I don't drive crazy. Everybody keeps saying I drive crazy. I don't.
Everybody that rides with you prays for their life when they get in the car.
That's not true. I have had one accident in my life, and if I can recall,
one accident.
Yeah, I've only had one. An accident is when police got to get involved.
Oh, so now you're doing semantics.
Yeah,
because police wasn't involved in the other one.
Well, I've never had an accident because I have never had anything reported against me. So technically, I've never had an accident. Just saying.
Anyways, well, we're gonna see how this goes. I know Russia. I believe they did do a missile strike on Ukraine.
They've been doing plenty of missile strikes on
so
Ukraine.
everybody is pleading for Putin to get his self together and stop trying to.
They're trying to attack his pockets. Yep, they're doing everything they can to attack the pockets to where their economy is just gonna kind of fall, and he has to do something to reconcile what's going on. Most likely pushing him out of office, but
I don't know.
I don't see that happening.
I don't know what's
soon.
going to happen. I'm praying for both the people in Ukraine and Russia, because even the Russians are like, this is Putin's war. This is not our war. I want to make that clear. Just praying for all involved. I feel like my dog is getting mad restless, so we might be wrapping this up.
Yeah, we gotta let the dogs out.
She will make herself known in a few if we do not address her needs and concerns. But all in all, praying for y'all, and hoping for the best.
Yes, I hope y'all can survive through these gas prices. Hopefully your pay can survive it too. Ask for a raise if you can. You deserve it. I'm pretty sure you've been working hard, and you deserve the raise. Everybody needs that economic raise right now, because we are in a situation that none of us want to actually be in, and the leaders of our country have put us in. So y'all should compensate us during this time. Everybody need a raise. Go out there, ask for it.
Ask and you shall receive. The worst they can do is say no. Yeah, so.
All right, we will sign this off right here. Let us know what y'all think of the episode. And see y'all another time.
Keep praying for us as we do for you. Keep pushing, my guys. Bye.